Hello, everybody. Happy winter. It is officially winter as of a little bit after 4 o'clock today. I'm Maria Shaw, and welcome to our free winter solstice talk. For the next 20 or 30 minutes, we're going to be talking a little bit about the astrological chart of the solstice. We're also going to be doing an affirmation together as a group. I'm going to tell you how to set up your Yuletide bowl, and might even give you a little blessing at the end. So welcome, everybody. I am here live in New York City. I'm in Manhattan. I'm at Central Park right now. I've been here for the last couple days, and it has been just a lovely time in the city. It actually snowed last night. It was so cold. We were up on the Upper West Side about an hour ago. It is so cold here. It's down to 27 and getting down to 19 tonight. And we're headed back to our home in New Orleans tomorrow, where I hear in a couple days it's supposed to be close to 70. I know it's cold there right now, though. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Cindy. Nice to see you. Let me look at all the comments. We probably have quite a bit of people on, huh? I can't see the comments. For some reason, I can't move them over. All right. Hello, Lynette. Nice to see you. Yeah, I can't even move my comments over. Hi, Capri. Hello, Shar up there in Wisconsin. Hi, Royanne. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Hi, Christina. Hi, Paula. I missed somebody. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead. Hello, Vicki. Hi, everybody. Today marks the winter solstice and a significant time when the sun aligns with the galactic center. Now, if you follow me, you've heard me talk about the galactic center for many, many years. And we all have an opportunity to embrace this big energy. Actually, it started a couple days ago. The galactic center aligned with the sun, and we have an opportunity to embrace these big energies and connect with one's higher self. For all of you that are intuitives, healers, sensitive, extra sensitive types, you have probably been feeling a shift in the energy. Some of you may have been extremely tired. Some may have been extremely wired, waking up in the middle of the night. It's just kind of a different energy time, and that's because a lot of things are being activated. But this is a really good time to connect with your higher self. Streams of diamond light codes from the galactic center are showering the earth. They have been for the last couple days, and we have all of this intensified divine light around us right now. And this is a time that will reveal what's working in our lives and what's not, and what is of lower energy and needs to be let go of, released, maybe disassociated with. and what we need to embrace more of. So on December 19th, just a couple days ago, the galactic center alignment occurred and a portal opened then. And that's probably, if you think back within the next 2 days, when you may have felt differently about something. And a portal opened that activated some cosmic energies. And hi, Deb. Deb says, I received my Yuletide bowl and have a couple questions. We are going to address those in a little bit. So make sure when I get to that, you come back on and ask those questions. Okay. Because we're gonna show everybody how to set it up. And if you want to set it up tonight with me, you can. If you do not have a Yuletide bowl, you can order one tonight. The important thing is that you want to get it. We're going to get it to you before New Year's Eve. That's what's important. So you want to order it tonight. I don't think we have a lot left. Debbie Harden's on. She'll let us know how many we do have. Hi, Mary Alice. Good evening. All right. So anyway, on December 19th, the galactic center alignment occurred and a portal opened that activated some cosmic energies. And that portal that opened helps us to manifest stronger. And that's what we're going to do tonight. Okay. We have a direct and powerful channel today for good fortune and throughout this entire evening. So our thoughts and words are more powerful tonight, yesterday, and on the 19th than perhaps this entire month. So I want you to be very mindful of the words and the thoughts that you think, the words that you choose to use on this day. And light particles, these light particles from the galactic center are bathed in the earth and they're activating our intuition. How many of you have felt more intuitive these last couple days? How many of you have had some strange dreams? I know this is going to sound very woo-woo, but I had breakfast today down at the hotel, came back and felt very, very tired. And I had went to bed last night around 10, so it wasn't for a lack of sleep. I got up around 8. Went down for breakfast, came back, got into bed, and slept till 11:30. I was just exhausted. Between that time frame, I was dreaming, and I was almost dreaming in real time. I said, "Oh, I have this meditation tonight I'm doing on the winter solstice. I got to be prepared for that." In my dream, I knew I was in New York, but I had rented an Airbnb about an hour outside of New York, and I was trying to get back here. And Joe thought we had an extra night at the Airbnb. It was so surreal. It was like I was living a parallel life. So I think part of this is probably the activation of these codes and of all this intuition stuff that was happening, because I couldn't figure it out. But anyway, it is the energy today is heightening our ability to attract things easier than maybe even at any other time of the year. So the affirmations that we do tonight together as a group are very important. This is why I wanted to do this tonight, because we are in the throes of it in a very, very positive way. So we're going to do a winter solstice affirmation as a group. And then I want you to think of one big wish. Now, when you have your Yuletide bowl set up, you can make 5 wishes. But tonight, I'm just doing this meditation or affirmation. We're going to have you think of one wish that you want to manifest during the winter months. So the winter solstice, winter has officially started today. It will go on until the spring equinox 3 months from now. So I want you to think of a wish that could manifest within the next 3 months, not something that may take 2 to 3 years, but something that logically could manifest. And think of that. And then when we talk about our affirmations, that's what I want you to visualize. Okay. It's got to be something that would logically be able to manifest. So if you're putting your resumes out for a new job, if you're looking for a home, if anything that would seem like it could happen in 90 days. So if you've ordered a Yuletide wishing bowl, we're going to set that up too. If you haven't, we'll ship one out to you tomorrow. Elf Debbie is still working around the clock, and then you'll have that in time for New Year's Eve, because you can set it up then with your New Year's wishes. Okay. And then you just keep the bowl up throughout the winter until the spring. So it officially became winter today at 4:21 a.m. Eastern time, 3:21 a.m. Central. So if you woke up this morning around 3:21 and you live in Louisiana or anywhere down south or in Iowa or Minneapolis or Wisconsin, you probably were woken up because of the shift. If it was 4:21 a.m. and you live in Detroit or any place in the East Coast or here in New York, it may have been because you're so sensitive that you felt the shift. So anytime around that time. Um, in astrological tradition, the astrologers around the world have prepared a chart or have drawn a chart for the precise moment that the fall turned into winter, the solstice. And we do that at the exact moment that that winter begins. And it offers insights into the themes and the energies that are going to dominate throughout the next 3 months, throughout the winter months. And you want to look at the winter solstice chart as the chart sets the tone for the next 3 months, highlighting the challenges that we may have, the opportunities, and the overall trends that affect us collectively. And individual experiences based on your zodiac sign and based on your own chart are going to vary. But the chart can provide like a general forecast, much kind of like a seasonal weather forecast, but a seasonal astrology forecast. So I know that a lot of people, a lot of my colleagues have been studying this and looking it over. And so some of the highlights, just in broad terms, before I get into the individual zodiac signs, because you want to listen for your sign and your rising sign too. But I would say that because of some of the, and I won't get too technical with the terms, but because of some of the conflicts in the winter solstice chart, um, the squares and the oppositions and the conjunctions. I'm looking at this, mostly everybody is going to have a big decision to make during the winter months. It'll be a big decision to you. And I just got off the phone with somebody that is not only planning on selling their home, but also changing their job. There's major things all at once, but I feel very confident in telling you that everybody will have at least some decision that they're going to be making before the spring comes. Now the mutable signs, the Geminis, the Sagittarians, the Virgos, and the Pisces, are nearing the end of a very trying cycle. So if you're one of those signs, you've been through, a lot of tests and challenges, and that's marked your astrology forecast for the better part of a year or so. So I do think that this winter is going to be much better for those four signs, and better energetically than it has been for a while. So that's something good to think about. Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, and Aquarians have some of the best aspects of the winter season. But the truth is, no matter what sign you are, it's what you make of things. So you can have a great winter too, even if you're not one of those signs. It's what you make of things. Okay. The December solstice for Aries people. I wrote down some notes on my other phone. So I'm going to go through them. For Aries, you should be thinking about your career, your work, and business. This is where you're going to have most of the highlights. A lot of positive changes could happen. And if you're retired, think about what are you doing for business wise, for your investments to generate income? How are you handling your personal business? But for Gemini, for Aries that are working, this is a good time to consider career moves or shifts and changes. Okay. And then for Taurus, the solstice is marking the period when you'll be figuring out your place in the world. What is my purpose? Where do I belong? Who am I? What do I really want to do with my life? So these are going to be very important questions for the Tauruses. This could mark a period in your time where you're going to be put on your destined path. Okay. And then for Geminis, this solstice has a lot to do with figuring out a way to pay off or pay down your debt. How can you generate more income, make more money, or pay to be able to pay off your debt, to have more money to work with, or obviously to generate less debt. Okay, you're going to get your debt under control. That should be your goal this winter. And then for Cancers, um, This solstice has a lot to do with your love life, with partnerships. So if you're a single Cancer, you could draw a new love. If you're married or if you're in a partnership, this is a good time to make sure that you're getting what you're giving. And if there's room for improvement, this is a good time to focus on that. But I would definitely spend more time with the people that you love, because that's what this season is about, the next 3 months for Cancers. How to relate better to people in your world. And then the December solstice for Leos is about taking better care of your health. This is a time that if there's any proactive things you can do with your health, and it's also about learning to be of service to others and doing something that you feel is purposeful with your work. You have a real big heart if you're a Leo, so you may be asked to do a lot for others during this winter season, and you may have to figure out how you can balance putting the needs of others um, into your life versus your own needs. So there's got to be a balance there. And then for Virgos, this solstice is going to take you back to your teenage years, whether or not you were a rebel when you were growing up. You're going to be one in the next 3 months. You're going to be acting up and acting out. You're going to have some fun if you're a Virgo. You're going to use this energy to challenge some boundaries, break the rules, stay up way past your bedtime. Virgos tend to be more rule followers, but they're going to they're going to break some rules. And I can hear some Virgos out there woohoo, and they're going to have some fun. Um, and Virgo, you may also be a little lucky. This may be a time frame for luck for you. And then Libra, this specific solstice takes us back to your younger years. If you were a Libra that had a difficult childhood or you had challenges, um, then there's a journey happening to the past to relearn the values, and help with emotional support. You probably, if you're a Libra that went through some family challenges, this is a good time to forgive and release old baggage and old emotional wounds from childhood. But if you grew up in a loving family, um, you may be, revisiting some of the traditions and the values of that family. And Francis, hold off on that question till I get to that, because you're going to want to. We'll answer that when I get to that part. Okay, I don't want to veer too far off right now, but I'll be glad to answer that for you. All right. The December solstice for Scorpios marks the period when communication is going to be exceptionally important. If you're a Scorpio and doing a lot of writing or thinking about writing a book or teaching a class, this is a great time to do that. But you're a Scorpio. If you're Scorpio, you're learning what you say and how you say it is going to be very important. Pay attention to the promises that you make to people, because there's some things that you may promise that you really shouldn't. You're going to regret it. So work away from obligations that are not necessary. But communication is going to be a big thing, really, really big. And also, you may take a lot of little short trips in the next 3 months if you're Scorpio. That'll be fun. And then Sagittarius, the solstice for you is about comfort, finding a comfortable place financially and in your life, feeling warm and cozy and good food, and a bank balance that's balanced. And you're going to go out of your way in the next 3 months to find comfort and financial security. And you may also do the same for other people. And then for Capricorns, this is a very spiritual time for you. This is a big time for spiritual growth and getting in tune with your higher self. And of course, it is the beginning of your birthday month. So happy birthday to those in December and in January that are born in the sign of Capricorn. But this is a real the solstice has a lot to do with death and rebirth for you. So you'll probably be letting something go over the course of the winter to welcome something new in. All right. And then for Aquarians, this is also a very, very good time for learning something new and very likely um, a very intuitive time. And this is the one time of the year that you're supposed to hibernate, go within, close the door, shut the phone off, take your bubble baths, do your meditation, your past life regression work, get in touch with, that deep inner workings, and hibernate. This is a time of rest before we go into Aquarius season, the third week of January. So take your time and rest. And then after that, it looks like, everything's you're it's full on. So, December, early January, a good time for you to rest. And then the rest of the winter is full on for you. Lots of success stories. And then finally, for Pisces, this solstice is going to help you realize that you are a light worker. And Pisces is the old soul of the zodiac. They've been here many, many times. They're the last sign of the zodiac. So they encompass all the energies of all the other signs. So this is a winter in which you'll get to use some of your light to help other people. So you're going to be asked in different situations to help out, to make things, to bring change, to bring good advice. It could be small within the friends of the family, or it could be within your workplace or society as a whole. So you've got a light to share with the world, Pisces, and this winter is one that you'll do it. All right, for people that have asked about the Yuletide bowls, we're going to answer those questions now. But first, I want to tell you what's in them. So we're going to go over them. If you haven't placed your order for one, please do so tonight. Debbie will put the link up again. And these Yuletide bowls, you do not need to buy one every year. What I suggest everybody do is you pack it with your Christmas decorations, or you place it with your Christmas decorations on the first day of spring. Even if you packed them somewhere, remember to take your Yuletide bowl, pack it with your Christmas decorations, so you'll have it in time for the following holiday, for the following winter. And the Yuletide bowl will come with a small bag of genuine gemstone crystals that you're going to pour into the bowl. This year we used black onyx and rose quartz to lift the vibration and also for grounding. Then you're going to get the winter wishing solstice oil, which is a lot like the Pay Me oil, but it's specifically designed for the winter forecast for 2025, late 24, 25. And I know somebody said, can I use a different oil? You could, but you don't need to get a whole different bowl, or if you've already purchased one in the recent years. But I would contact Debbie Harden and it'll be a lot cheaper if you do it this way. If you already have the bowl, just contact Debbie Harden. She's on there right now, and she can tell you, she can send you, if you want to purchase the oil, the winter wishing oil for 2025, for the one that starts today, late 24, 25, because it's specifically designed astrologically for the winter aspects for 25, the next 3 months. What you've been working with that you've probably used last year was working off the aspects for late 23, 24. So all you have to do is buy the new oil. You don't have to, for it to work most effectively. Then you're going to get the wishing bowl. You're going to get a gemstone bracelet to enhance your manifesting skills. Wear it on your left wrist if you're right-handed, because your left hand receives and you want to receive. And then you're also going to get a 3-month astrological forecast. It's going to be a winter forecast for the next three to four lunar returns based on your chart. I will need your birth date, the time you were born, the city you were born, and where you're going to be this winter for the majority of your time. It's about a $66 report. It's going to come free with your Yuletide wishing bowl. Okay. And what it's based on is the lunar return. So you're getting like a transit report, a winter forecast for the winter, for the next 3 months, approximately next 3 months. It depends on when your lunar return is. So you want to leave the Yuletide bowl up throughout the winter. Okay. I also suggest that you read the winter forecasts at your leisure the month before each lunar return. so you'll know what's coming up each month. If you try to read all 3 or 4 of them ahead of time, you might be confused. But this will be a good way that you can know pretty much what each day holds for you, or what each every 2 to 3 days holds for you. Okay. So, again, the winter solstice is perhaps the most important 24 hours of the whole year. Daylight moves to its lowest point, and we have darkness on the longest night of the year. And the parallels and the metaphors in our own lives are very apparent. So, what you want to do with this Yuletide bowl, you know what? I think I'll explain that in just a second, because I think I want to do the affirmation. Okay. I would say, even though we have the darkest night of the year right now, it's going to be followed by the brightest day. So the days are going to start to get longer after today. So I think what we'd like to do right now is have everybody get ready for the affirmation. Uncross your arms and your legs. Don't leave anything crossed. If you want to close your eyes, you can. You don't have to, but you're going to repeat after me. I'd like everybody to put your hand on your heart chakra. After the affirmations are said, once you feel a tingle in your hand or your hand becomes warm, you know that the message has been received. You have the connection between the heart chakra, the point of love, and the universe. Okay, so you're going to put your hand on your heart chakra and repeat after me. As a group, we're going to say this all over the world. We're saying this. I have embraced the depths of the night as they are springboards for me into higher knowledge. I will walk consciously into the new light. Beginning today, light is shining brightly in my life once again. I embrace a beautiful new beginning. I bless the darkness for the lessons it teaches. I bless the light for the opportunity it brings. I have known my deepest fears, and I transform them into opportunities. I welcome this new dawn with hope and expectation. My darkest night is followed and blessed by my brightest days. Keep your hand on your heart. Now I want you to set an intention for one goal that you wish to manifest now through the spring. I want you to think of one thing, and I want you to visualize it, see it in your mind's eye. Feel what it feels like to have it emotionally. Just feel how happy you would feel to have this. And we're going to take about 10 seconds. You can close your eyes on this one. Visualize what it is that you want. See it in your mind's eye. Think about it. And now repeat after me. I am thankful. I am deserving. I am blessed. Thank you, universe, for granting my wish. Now, if you feel so inclined to even add more energy to that wish, go ahead and type it out in the chat. And if you don't want to put all your business out there, you can say my special wish and just type it in the chat, because when you are acknowledging it and when you're sharing it, And when you are speaking it and writing it, you're giving it power. And it is a safe space here tonight because we're all going to say, I love and support you. So if you want to go ahead and type out your wish, you can also say my special wish or my solstice wish, my winter solstice wish. Or you can type out exactly what you want: better health, new job, passive income, unlimited passive income now. That's usually my favorite one. And as you do that, at the end, I will say, I love and support you. And we'll have everybody also type, I love and support you. So we'll do that after I talk about, if you want to type out your wish now, you can, and then we'll come back and say, I love and support you. So people all over the country, possibly all over the world, are loving and supporting your wish, and we're doing this as a group. So I also want to talk about how to set up these Yuletide bowls, okay? What you're going to do, if you already have it, great. If you don't, like I said, Debbie's put the link up. She'll get it out tomorrow, so you have it in time for New Year's Eve, because you can do it on the solstice every year. You can also do it on New Year's Eve. So what you're going to do is you're going to write down 5 wishes. Remember to keep that bowl up all winter. And you can write, they can be whatever you want. It doesn't just have to be one word. You can be on these 5 pieces of paper. You're going to rip 5 pieces of paper up, just like this. They don't have to be real big, just enough so they can fit in your bowl, and then write five different wishes on them. The wishes have to be for you, not for somebody else. You can send prayers and blessings to other people, but these wishes have to be for something for you. Because when you make affirmations or wishes for other people, sometimes that could be messing with their karma, but you can certainly pray for them. But these have to be something for you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bury the pieces of paper. You just fold them up, and you're going to bury them within the gemstones inside the bowl, inside the Yuletide bowl. Bury them as deep as you can. That way, the energy of the gemstones, the black onyx, the rose quartz, or whatever you have, is going to infiltrate itself within your wishes. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Before you bury it in the bowl, you want to take the winter wishing oil and you want to run it over each piece of paper. Okay, the winter wishing oil. Then you want to put it on both wrists. Both wrists. And if you'd like to, you can say the affirmation that I have on here. You don't have to. I just thought of that. You could do that if you want to. You'll have the manifesting bracelet, right? So you can wear that. But as soon as you get your bowl, and throughout the rest of the winter, I would be using the winter wishing oil every day, just like perfume. Put it in your bathroom, and just when you put your deodorant on, put the winter wishing oil, and you want to sweep up. Once you put the oil on, you want to sweep up. You don't want to push it away from you. You want to sweep up. So by the end of the 90 days, you should be out of oil. And then on New Year's Eve, you can take your 5 wishes out if you've already set it up tonight and read them out loud. If you do not have a bowl and we're sending you one out tomorrow, on New Year's Eve, set up your bowl, do exactly those steps that I said, anoint the papers with the Yuletide oil, wear your manifesting bracelet, put the oil on yourself, read what it is that you want, the 5 wishes, buried in the bowl, and then leave those wishes buried for the next till the spring solstice. Take them out and see how many have materialized. I bet you anything, probably all 5 of them will. I do this every year, and all of them come true. If they're for your highest good, they will come true. So now everybody that has posted, let's all say as a group, I love and support you. And Pam already has. Thank you, Pam. So let's all type in, I love and support you. For all of your wishes, whether you're watching live or you're watching in the replay. I don't care if you're watching 2 days from now or 2 weeks from now. From Maria, I love and support you. May all of your winter wishes come true, especially if they're for your highest good and in a timely fashion. So I want to remind everybody that the next event that I have coming up um, is the December 29th one. That is a 2-hour webinar. That is my annual predictions webinar. We're going to cover so much with all the changes that we have coming up. This is going to be a very karmic year. 2025 in numerology reduces to a 9. And 9 in numerology is the karmic number. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the huge energy shift where the earth is operating at a whole different frequency. We're going to talk about all the zodiac signs, politics. We're going to talk about real estate, the economy, 5 major astrological aspects are change. There's so many planets changing signs next year. You're going to get a recording, but you also want to write these things down. You probably want to take notes, but you will get a recording. We're going to go pretty much, week by week or month by month. You can ask questions at the end. It's the most popular webinar of the whole year. There is a charge for it. It's $49.99. A lot of people are having watch parties. They're inviting people over. It's December 29th, 7 o'clock Central. People are bringing wine and cheese trays, and they're watching the webinar. And again, you can watch it in your leisure at any time. You'll be sent a copy of it as well. So hopefully you'll join me for that. On January 1st, my husband Joe is doing a webinar on January 1st to set your intentions. There's a small charge for that. Debbie will put the link up for that as well. And before we close, Debbie wanted me to mention that she has added some more stockings for the stocking sale. As many of you know, you've already purchased one. By the end of the year, I have to move all of my merchandise or I have to pay income tax on it. Anything that hasn't sold is in business, you have to do that, whatever inventory you have. So we are moving everything out: crystals, gems, spa packages, jewelry, gemstones, everything that we have sold online has got to be moved out. And what we do is we take these stockings and we put everything in them. And if you pay $139 for a stocking, you might get $400 to $500 to $800 worth of stuff in there, retail. There are a couple stockings that also include virtual house parties and readings with me. You can check them all out. Debbie will put the link up for that. But if you want to try to get one before Christmas or during Christmas week, please put your order in tonight. Elf Debbie is going to the post office tomorrow and Monday, and these are coming in priority boxes. They're going to be sent priority, not overnight, but priority. 2-3 days is what the post office tells us. And hopefully everybody has got all their packages out by now. So the mail will move a little bit more quickly. But I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. This is a very special day of the year when our manifesting abilities are very strong, and our days are going to be getting longer, more light in the world. And whether I talk to you in the next week or the next month to do readings on behalf of Greg Bass and Debbie Harden and Joseph and myself and Lynette and Christina and all of the readers and the lecturers, and the speakers, we just all want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. And thank you for all your support over this past year for us. We really do appreciate it. We couldn't do this work without you. And any type of support you've given us over the year, we really do appreciate it. I want you all to have a very blessed Christmas and happy Hanukkah to our friends as well. But just know that we think about you more than you probably realize, and we do appreciate you all. So God bless and Merry Christmas, live from New York. Have a wonderful week, and we hope to see you in the new year.